When it comes to choosing a dog breed, few comparisons are as fascinating as the German Shepherd versus the Husky. Both of these breeds are striking, intelligent, and energetic, but their personalities and roles in human lives couldn't be more different. The German Shepherd is often celebrated for its loyalty, discipline, and protective nature, while the Husky stands out as a breed of independence, adventure, and unbreakable spirit. In this video, we'll dive deep into their differences, so you can better understand which one might be the right fit for you. Let's start with the origins of these two remarkable breeds. German Shepherds originated in Germany in the late 19th century, bred specifically for herding and protecting flocks. Their working ability, intelligence, and obedience quickly made them favorites among military and police forces worldwide. In contrast, Huskies have a much older history, dating back thousands of years with the Chukchi people of Siberia. They were bred as sled dogs, designed to travel long distances in harsh, icy environments while pulling heavy loads. This history explains much of their endurance and adventurous temperament. Now, when it comes to appearance, these two breeds couldn't be mistaken for one another. German Shepherds have a strong, athletic frame, with a noble stance and an intelligent expression. Their double coat usually comes in classic black and tan, though other variations exist. Huskies, on the other hand, are often described as wolves of the domestic dog world. They have thick, plush coats, upright ears, and those famous piercing blue or multicolored eyes. With their bushy tails and wolf-like look, Huskies are simply captivating. But while looks are important, most future dog owners care more about personality and temperament. Here's where we see the biggest differences. German Shepherds are often described as one-person or one-family dogs. They thrive on loyalty and form deep bonds with their owners. They're protective by nature, making them excellent guard dogs and companions for families who want security and devotion. Huskies, on the other hand, are the free-spirited adventurers of the dog world. They are social, playful, and incredibly friendly, but don't expect them to be natural protectors. In fact, many Huskies are more likely to greet strangers as friends than to guard your home. Training is another area where these breeds differ. German Shepherds are often regarded as one of the most trainable dog breeds in the world. Their eagerness to learn, paired with their obedience, is why they dominate in police work, search and rescue, and service dog roles. Huskies, on the other hand, are intelligent but famously stubborn. They have a strong independent streak, which can make training a real challenge for first-time dog owners. If you don't have patience and consistency, a Husky might end up training you instead of the other way around. When it comes to energy levels and exercise needs, both breeds require a lot of physical activity, but in different ways. German Shepherds need both mental and physical stimulation. They love tasks, jobs, and structured play, whether it's fetch, agility training, or advanced obedience work. Without enough activity, they may become restless and destructive. Huskies, on the other hand, are built for endurance. They crave running, pulling, and exploring. If you're not prepared to provide outlets for this energy, such as long runs, hikes, or even sled sports, a Husky may become bored, and boredom in Huskies often means digging, howling, or escaping your yard. Another important consideration is living environment. German Shepherds adapt relatively well to different homes as long as they get their daily exercise. They can thrive in apartments with active owners or in larger homes with yards. Huskies, however, are escape artists. They're known for jumping fences, digging under barriers, or simply running off if given the chance. Because of this, they need secure, spacious environments to thrive. A bored Husky in a small apartment can quickly become a handful. So far, we've looked at their history, appearance, personality, and exercise needs. But the choice between a German Shepherd and a Husky often comes down to one question: do you want loyalty or adventure? The German Shepherd gives you a reliable, protective companion who will stand by your side through thick and thin. The Husky offers you a spirited, adventurous partner, always ready to explore the unknown. Now let's talk about health and lifespan, because this is a crucial factor when deciding between these two breeds. German Shepherds typically live around 9 to 12 years, depending on their genetics and lifestyle. Unfortunately, they are prone to certain health problems, most notably hip and elbow dysplasia, which can affect their mobility as they age. They may also face digestive issues, arthritis, and degenerative myelopathy, a spinal condition that can appear in senior years. Huskies, on the other hand, are among the healthier large breeds. With fewer genetic conditions, they often live 12 to 15 years. While they can experience problems like eye disorders or hip dysplasia, overall, they tend to have fewer medical issues compared to German Shepherds. When it comes to grooming and coat maintenance, both breeds require regular care, but Huskies are on another level. German Shepherds have a dense double coat that sheds year-round, with heavier seasonal shedding. Weekly brushing is usually enough to keep their coat in good condition, although during shedding season, daily grooming may be necessary. Huskies, however, are famous for their heavy shedding, especially during their twice-yearly coat blow. If you decide to bring a Husky into your home, be prepared for fur everywhere on your furniture, clothes, and even in your coffee. Regular brushing and a good vacuum cleaner will become part of your life. Family compatibility is another factor that often becomes the deciding point for many potential owners. German Shepherds are known to be loyal family protectors. They're incredibly devoted to their households and often form especially close bonds with children. With proper training and socialization, they can be gentle, patient, and reliable family dogs, but their protective instinct means they may be wary of strangers. Huskies, in contrast, are social butterflies. They love people, including kids, and usually get along well with other dogs. However, they lack the protective instincts of a German Shepherd. So, while they'll make wonderful playmates for children, don't expect them to act as guardians. Another point to consider is noise levels. German Shepherds do bark, especially when alerting their families to strangers or unusual noises. Their deep, intimidating bark makes them effective watchdogs. Huskies, on the other hand, are not big barkers, but they are famous for their howling and vocalizations. They talk, sing, and howl in a way that can be entertaining, but also overwhelming if you live in a quiet neighborhood or apartment setting. Both breeds require experienced owners, but for different reasons. German Shepherds thrive under structured training and leadership. They need clear rules, consistent discipline, and plenty of engagement to prevent behavioral issues. Huskies, meanwhile, demand patience and creativity. They are clever escape artists who can outsmart inexperienced owners. Without strong boundaries and consistent training, a Husky will find ways to entertain itself, often in ways you won't like. When comparing them side by side, the German Shepherd is the loyal, protective, and highly trainable companion, while the Husky is the adventurous, playful, and spirited free spirit. German Shepherds can make excellent guardians and family protectors, but they require owners who are prepared to manage their health risks and provide structure. Huskies, with their long lifespan and social nature, can bring endless fun and joy, but they require owners ready to keep up with their energy, handle their shedding, and embrace their independent streak. At the end of the day, choosing between a German Shepherd and a Husky depends entirely on your lifestyle. If you want a loyal guardian and a devoted partner who thrives on structure, the German Shepherd might be your perfect match. But if you're drawn to adventure, laughter, and a dog that embodies freedom, then the Husky could be the one for you. Both breeds bring immense joy and unique qualities, but it's essential to choose the dog whose personality aligns with your own. So, the real question is this: are you looking for loyalty, or are you ready for adventure?